My name is Phillip Dowdy. I'm a designer for Quick Culture. I've been seeing people smoke cigarettes since I was a very little kid. I can't really think of too many adults in my mother's or my grandmother's generation who didn't really smoke cigarettes. I really dislike the smell of cigarettes. It's not really my thing. And then I have what they call in the Black community baby lungs, so I can't handle smoke at all. I think that a lot of people target Black communities, especially cigarette companies, alcohol companies. We see this happen throughout history or throughout our American history, that people are targeting a Black community, whether it's for monetary gain in that community, leverage in that community, to deteriorate that community. I think with cigarette companies, they needed a new frontier or a new customer base. So they went to the people who they felt like they could market with the least amount of regulation from the government or outside entities. So you see a lot of things happening in Black communities that don't necessarily happen in other communities because they raise flags to protect their population. Oh man, I remember growing up and they used to almost run cool commercials like they was cartoons. I remember other cigarette commercials as well. And it's like, it's cartoon time. It's the time of the day, the section for cartoons, and you have cartoon characters peddling cigarettes. And it's just all a part of that plan to get them while they're young, and you'll have a customer for life strategy that a lot of companies use. So they indoctrinate children and people who are at that developmental age in their life to actually start to take on these brands as lifestyles. So you see that with things from my favorite brand, which is Nike, which I wear a lot, all the way to cigarette companies and even foods. It's a lot of fast food chains and restaurants that get you early with a Happy Meal, and hopefully they'll sell you your last meal on your deathbed. Honestly, I think that Quick Culture in its mission is extremely important. I think that learning how to break a habit is so important in the Black community, regardless of if it's cigarettes or alcoholism or anything that you can abuse that would cause a detriment to your life. I think cigarettes is one of the things that we can take control of as a community and start to slow down the spread of use in our community. And I think it's something that could positively affect the lives of the people around us. Growing up, I always seen people use cigarettes in their free time. And it's like, I haven't really seen a lot of people who would get stressed in my family and be like, oh my God, you're working my nerves, I need a cigarette. It would be more or less like everyone's laughing and joking, and somebody might start smoking a cigarette or, watching TV and may smoke a cigarette, or talking on the phone to a family member and may light up a cigarette. It's one of them things to where it became so normal to actually see people smoke that you really had a reason not to want to smoke to not smoke. I think that also growing up 20 years ago, 25 years ago, the health ramifications weren't as noticeable, or they weren't as promoted as what they are now. So it was like, oh, I got this cigarette, this cool thing, this thing that everybody's doing, and you have no idea that it's causing you issues until you're already addicted and you 10 or 15 years of smoking cigarettes and you realize now something's wrong. It'd be the equivalent to drinking your favorite soft drink and then waking up one day and realize it's the very reason why you have diabetes. In our community, we're starting to hear this word health equity more and more and more. Health equity in its most simplest form is how easy is it for you to find health care, a physician, or help. I think in our community, there's a lot of things that they make really easy. They make it really easy for you to go to jail. They make it really easy for you to get cigarettes. They make it really easy for you to mess your life up, but they make it really hard for you to get your life on track. So I think that we have to learn these things and take ownership of it, in the sense of like, hey, I know you're not gonna make it easy for me. And it don't have to be easy because I'm gonna get it anyway. For anyone who needs help on their journey, I always tell people to remember, inch by inch, it'll be a cinch. It was a saying that one of my good friends told me to just remind me that the journey isn't the end goal, the journey is the next step. So if you think step by step, it makes it very easy to